The following program is a production of HEW Entertainment and contains views, opinions, commentaries, and content that may offend some subscribers of this show. Listener discretion is advised.
It's that time once again for HEW Entertainment Radio.
And that's all I got to say about that.
Hosted by Jonathan Clarke.
You beat the man! You gotta beat the man! Whoa!
Be sure to join us in the live chat room during the show.
Hulkamania is running wild like it's never ran before.
Call us on one of our request lines. If you live in the United States, call us at 1-641-985-7800, box number 3729288. If you're from Canada and would like to call us from 1-647-724-4194, box number 3729288. Long distance charges may apply in some areas.
I've been the world heavyweight champion 10 times.
Or you can always drop us a line at MySpace, myspace.com/HEW Entertainment.
And you will rest in peace.
Emailing us works for you too. Email us hewwrestling@hotmail.com.
I am a wrestling god. JBL.
And now, without any further ado, here is your host of HEW Entertainment Radio on the official website of HEW Entertainment, Jonathan Clarke.
The champ is here!
Streaming live on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. HEW Entertainment Radio is inviting you to comment on our video blogs, join the conversation, and like us. So what are you waiting for? Log on and listen now. Don't miss out on any of the action. Download our app on the App Store, Google Play, and the official website of HEW Entertainment. Once you download and install it, you'll get caught up on news, YouTube videos, and more. Download it now.
Ana Unatra. Dos me entiende. Accept the Lord of Darkness as your saviors. Ana Unatra. Yet, allow the purity of evil to guide you.
There are matches we have talked about for years, and then there are matches we have talked about for what feels like centuries. And The Undertaker versus Sting is a match that we've talked about for that long, or at least it feels like we've talked about it for that long. I have been a really big fan of both The Undertaker and Sting for forever. All my life of being a wrestling fan, I've been a fan of The Undertaker and Sting. I've always watched The Undertaker and Sting's greatest matches, but I think there is one greatest match that has yet to happen, and that's between both The Undertaker and Sting. I wouldn't care who won or how the match came to be. I just want to see this match happen because I think I speak for all wrestling fans. When you talk about it, when you're talking about wrestling psychology, I think the wrestling psychology that we would see in this match between The Undertaker and Sting would just be phenomenal and really be off the charts. It would blow every other dream match away if we saw The Undertaker versus Sting. I don't care what would happen at a WrestleMania, a SummerSlam. It's just one of those matches that has to happen, and I think wrestling fans are dying to see it because we have just as many fans of Sting out there as we've had The Undertaker for years, and it's always been argued, who is the most popular and greatest of all time between The Undertaker and Sting, and I think it's pretty much half and half. The diversity of fan support for Sting and fan support for The Undertaker pretty much is cut in half down the middle when talking about 50% of fans for Sting, 50% of fans for The Undertaker. No wrestler wins over the other in this one because they are so equal, and the tale of the tape really tells a lot about The Undertaker and Sting in terms of accomplishments, how far they've come over 25 years each in their respective careers, loyal for WWE in the way of The Undertaker, loyal for WCW in the way of Sting. I mean, there's so much in the way of just how this match could go. I don't care what the storyline would be. There is endless opportunities to create with The Undertaker and Sting. You could base it off their legacies, so they have to have one final match for both of their careers, and this could be the match that retires both of their legacies, and how The Undertaker, of course, would be frustrated over how Sting goes in the Hall of Fame before him and challenges Sting to a match at WrestleMania, say, this year. Obviously, with how The Undertaker versus Shane McMahon is looming over our heads this year for WrestleMania, Sting versus The Undertaker pretty much is out, but, this could set up for The Undertaker versus Sting at some point, probably by SummerSlam of this year. I would love to see something happen where, say, Sting interferes on the behalf of Shane McMahon, setting up for The Undertaker versus Sting months from now at SummerSlam, probably being the latest time we would see The Undertaker versus Sting derive from everything that would happen in the fallout of WrestleMania 32. But I think we are missing out on an incredible opportunity for this match. When you talk about it in terms of wrestling psychology, I think there are no better names you can put in the ring. You talk about some of the greatest wrestling psychologists of all time: Jake the Snake Roberts, Roddy Piper, Bret Hart, Sid Justice, Hulk Hogan. They were great wrestling psychologists, but there was never a wrestling psychologist any better than The Undertaker and Sting. And if you ever wanted to put two wrestlers in the ring, two icons, two legends, two immortals, it obviously is The Undertaker and Sting. Now, I thought about the whole idea of how Sting, of course, was going in the Hall of Fame, and The Undertaker could be very frustrated with the fact Sting is going in the Hall of Fame years before him, because The Undertaker feels he deserves to go in the Hall of Fame more than what Sting does. And there was also an argument presented of how The Undertaker and Sting should be going in the Hall of Fame at the same time, the same year, for the class of 2016. So I thought of the whole idea of The Undertaker coming out and issuing a challenge to Sting because he was loyal to WWE. He had demonstrated it for years, and when others came and went in professional wrestling, The Undertaker stayed hoping his time would come, and then, of course, this is why this match would be happening, and whoever was going to win the match would win the match. Now, I think also with the career-defining moment of Sting having yet to happen, I think a victory over The Undertaker would be the way to go for Sting, because he's lost every major pay-per-view match he has been in since debuting for WWE ever since 2014. At the end of that year, he showed up at Survivor Series. He's only been in two matches, really, and one match on Monday Night Raw with John Cena, and a tag team match, which, of course, was set up because of Sting versus The Big Show on Raw. And, of course, John Cena came out and made the save after Seth Rollins got involved, setting up for Seth Rollins and Big Show versus John Cena and Sting. That was the only time Sting had won a match and lost 2 prior pay-per-view matches, one to Triple H, which was his debut match for WWE at WrestleMania last year, at WrestleMania 31. I was really hoping Sting was going to win, and of course I was really hoping 6 months later he was going to rebound by winning the championship. That would have been perfect from Seth Rollins, but obviously they were putting Seth Rollins in the main event. We're going to keep him there for a really long time. So Sting was pretty much your put-over guy. So I think that Sting really needs this career-defining moment, and lacking that, I think a victory over The Undertaker would be the perfect way to go for Sting and all of Sting's fans, because there are so many fans out there that are so pissed off with the fact that Sting is going in the Hall of Fame over The Undertaker, but there are just as many fans out there that are pissed off that Sting has not won a match in a WWE ring yet ever since his debut. So I think you have to please those Sting fans and give them something to talk about, and that career-defining moment could come at the expense of The Undertaker. And I'm hoping the match between Shane McMahon and The Undertaker, which looks ridiculous on paper inside Hell in the Cell, it looks so ridiculous it's not even worth talking about, which is why I haven't given it as much time as probably what you would expect me to be doing this close out of WrestleMania, because it looks far more ridiculous than Triple H versus The Undertaker inside Hell in a Cell, or even The Undertaker versus the Boss Man inside Hell in a Cell. The Undertaker has competed in Hell in a Cell matches before at WrestleMania at least 2 or 3 times, and every other time he's competed inside Hell in